is Jesus Carranco. I belong to the Gardenland-Northgate Neighborhood Association and have been involved with them for about 22 years. I was born in Sacramento, California in 1942. Well, when I first came here to Gardenland, right on Northgate Boulevard, which wasn't Northgate Boulevard at the time, it was called Lower Marysville Road. In the triangle there at the Garden Highway there used to be a village right there called Stewart's Village, and it was a lot of homes that were built like out of pallets and cardboard and no running water. So everybody went in, had wells. So they would go to a well, they'd get a bucket of water, take it home, put it on a wood stove, and they would boil it. And that was for your cooking, for your bathing, and for everything else that you needed to do. And that same thing happened in in our Gardenland area too, which was right across the street, right across Lower Marysville Road, starting at Columbus Avenue. I have one that when I was just a young man with my oldest son, and we were visiting my sister-in-law Josie, and because we used to visit a lot, our family used to do a lot of things together, and we still do. So if there's a birthday, a wedding, some type of function, we all participate in what it's about. We need to get more established businesses in our area to bring more business actually into our area and create a few more jobs for our people that we have in our area, because we have a lot of people that live in the Gardenland area that do not have work. They're older people, and a lot of them have lived here since day one. I don't know if you guys have driven through Gardenland and seen some of the bigger homes that are built in there. Well, those homes were never there. Those just popped up within the last 5 to 10 years. They used to be, the lots were like 5 acres or 2 acres. So we had big lots. The lot that my mother-in-law had was 1.5 acres. And part of that got sold off when they did the Art and Garden Connector. Well, after school, we used to go to this place used to be on Indiana Avenue called the Red Barn. And they would have, it was like a teen center. And they would have music in there, and a pool table, a couple pool tables, and a little cafeteria-like. And we'd go in there and just do whatever we wanted to do in there. My proudest high school moment was when I graduated, and my worst was when I got expelled for being a bad boy. I would pay more attention to what the teachers were trying to get across to me, and not be such a knucklehead. Pay attention, because to succeed, you've got to be educated. I would try to do more for the community than what we try to do now. We do a lot for the community, our association, but that's not me. That's a whole group of people. I personally would like to see more things for the teens, so they would have more places to gather, which they don't have. What I love about home now is I have a lovely wife, 2 boys, a daughter. Only one's at home right now. I think that I would really just not change anything the way my life is right now, or the way I've accomplished what I've accomplished. Well, I would like to accomplish the fact that we get get more people involved in our community, which is very hard to do. But us as a community organization, we do all we can to try to get people involved in our with our association and with the different projects that we're trying to do in the area to try to beautify the community. Before we started this, on one side of Northgate Boulevard was not always Northgate Boulevard. Northgate Boulevard was called Laura Maryville Road. And there, where we're at right now, was all tomato fields, all the way to the levee. From the levee to Elkhorn, there was no El Camino Avenue, there was no San Juan, there was no Truxell. The only thing we had was El Centro, which is out there by the truck stop. So that is in all of what how far we've come with Northgate Boulevard. I would just like to see more businesses, like I said earlier, on Northgate Boulevard. You know, beautify our boulevard. The Gardenland-Northgate area would be the west side of the boulevard, where they used to grow tomatoes, safflower, sugar beets, milo corn, grapes. The Azevedo family had a large orchard of grapes. They used to also grow, they call it pig corn, but I don't know what the proper term for it is. But it's a purple eared corn, and they use it for feed for hogs. So that's about what we grew out here. And alfalfa, it's what they used to use to feed the cows. You know, they'd have big parcels of ground where they would grow alfalfa and hay for the animals. And then further west you go, they would start the rice fields, which was on the other side of Regal Road, heading towards Pleasanton, that little town that's right there. They would be all the way out to there. They would grow, that's what they would grow, rice out there, all the way to Woodland. In our spare time, when we were young, we'd also go pheasant hunting. A pheasant is a bird. Yeah. You probably see them once in a while. They have long tails. We also had wild turkeys, and we still have wild turkeys. But that's about it, you know, of what we did and what was going on, you know, the hunting, and we always brought back also rabbits, the little cottontail rabbits. Yeah, Mom and Dad, Mom would be the one. We'd clean them out in the field and bring them home, and we'd skin them. Mom would fry them up, and we'd have rabbit. And the same thing went along with the pheasants. We'd do the same thing with the pheasants. We'd clean everything up with the pheasants, but you had to bring the pheasants home because you had to stick them in hot water to be able to pluck all the feathers off. And another thing, in Gardenland, when we were there, everybody had chickens. Everybody then had chickens because you had little coops and they would lay eggs. So when you have a large family, you know, you would have eggs for your breakfast or for whatever you're preparing. So that's about all I have to add to you.